Disconnect the power. Turn off the toilet angle valve. Next, we'll demonstrate how to disassemble the toilet seat lid assembly. After flipping up the toilet seat lid assembly, you can lift from the lower section here, or you can lift the seat. The entire toilet seat lid assembly can be lifted up. If it's your first time disassembling it, it may take considerable force. Once disassembled, the entire toilet seat lid assembly can be lifted upward. Flip it backward and you'll see the water hoses. First, unscrew the two side flush hoses. If the toilet has been used, there will be water inside, so be sure to watch out. After unscrewing the two side hoses, next is the main water hose. The main water hose is generally harder to remove. You may need to use a wrench to assist. Once all the hoses are disconnected, there's still one foot sensor cable on the right side. Loosen the connector for the foot sensor cable first, then unplug it. After that, there's just one power plug remaining. At this point, you can fully remove the toilet seat lid assembly. Prepare the above tools in advance. After removing the assembly from the toilet ceramic body, first open the cover. The fixing screws are located on both sides of the cover, each covered by a decorative sticker. Peel off the decorative stickers first. After removing the fixing screws, separate the cover. After separating the cover, there are connecting cables between the base and the cover. These need to be removed. That completes the separation of the base and cover. Next, we will replace the inlet solenoid valve. This model is slightly different in design. After separating the base from the cover, you'll see the inlet solenoid valve located near the mainboard. Its water inlet comes from the pulse valve via branch line. So first, you need to disconnect the hose. The hose uses a quick release clip. Press down the white clip before pulling the hose out. Once the hose is disconnected, unscrew the mounting screws to release the valve. The valve has a control cable that runs to the mainboard. Locate this cable. It's connected around this area. Unplug it from the board. After unplugging the cable and removing the hose, if your replacement part comes with a hose, you can simply swap the entire unit. If the replacement doesn't come with a hose, you'll also need to detach this portion of the hose from the old unit. When installing the new valve, first confirm the correct orientation. The hose needs to bend around and connect to this point. If you want to organize the control cable, you can route it underneath here. Otherwise, you can just run the cable over the top and plug it directly into the main board here. After that, tighten the mounting screws to secure the valve. Then check the cables for any issues. Finally, take the hose and reconnect it to its original position. Give it a light tug to ensure it's secure and not loose. The last step is to reassemble the base and cover back together. After the repair is complete, reconnect the base and cover. Pay attention to the connecting cables. Each plug has an extra slot as a guide. After reconnecting the cables, check for any issues. If all is normal, reassemble the base and cover. Reinstall the fixing screws. Reattach the decorative pads. Next, reinstall the toilet seat lid assembly onto the toilet ceramic body. After finishing the repair and installation, when reassembling the toilet seat lid assembly onto the toilet ceramic body, first organize the cables, and then the hoses. Start by tightening the main inlet hose in the middle. Be careful with the threading. If misaligned, it'll be very difficult to screw in. If it feels hard to turn halfway through, use a wrench to assist. After the installation is complete, place the toilet seat lid assembly back into its original position. Press down the locking clips, then reconnect everything. Open the water valve and plug in the power.